Hi. So this is my world history final presentation. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to present it because it's kind of hard to, but what I figured I would do is break down of how I got all the information and everything like that so you can then see that I was the one that wrote it. So the prompt that I chose was write a detailed fact-based personal account, so a journal entry, 5 to 8 paragraphs of a young man or woman's life during the ancient Americas. So I did woman, and it's a love story. I'm definitely hopeless romantic. So it's a love story of Cadmiel, and so his name means war chief. So I kind of went along with that a lot. And he is in the nobles. And then Daisy, and Daisy is adored. So whatever you think of when you think of adored, I mean, I always think of sweet, kind, down to earth, anything like that. So I also wanted him to just kind of like adore her and just be kind of amazed by her. I thought that would be very, very sweet. So both of these are Mayan names. I googled them actually. Um, but yes, that's the characters that we'll be working with. And then there Itzel, which is again a Mayan name, and that's the matchmaker. So she is 17 and he's 19. Those were the normal age ranges for the Mayan culture. Um, her being 17 might even be a little bit more on the younger side. Him being 19 is kind of perfect. They got married between about 16 and 20, so those 4 years. So they are friends with the matchmaker. They have kind of that like mentor relationship, especially she does. And so you'll read it and see how that relationship kind of uh, ties into the story. So in the Mayan culture, the woman always took care of the house, and they got water, they cooked food, they took care of the house until like a while, not very long ago. That was how women were always treated. They were always in the house. So him being high up in nobility, they knew each other, and she's lower nobil like lo- so either higher middle class or like lower noble class, I guess is how you would explain where she is. So he didn't really have an interest or notice her. So she was about 13, and it says how then they met, well, became friends. They started talking more as friends as then the matchmaker paired them up. So then his father had to approve of her before they knew that they could be together. So it's very odd that that's the groom's father would have to approve of her, but it is for that reason that she would be going into their family. So he would have to approve of her and want her into their family. If, let's say, she was a servant or anything like that, number one, the matchmaker wouldn't put them together, I'm guessing. But he would then be allowed to turn that match down. And the children and nobody else was told about it until he approved of it. But Itzel kind of broke the rules a little bit on this one. Uh, and so Cat is a very cute guy in the tribe. The women of the Mayan elite took part in royal blood sacrifices, honoring the gods alongside their male counterparts. So when you were a higher noble, you were then equal. You still had your roles, but it seemed a bit more of like a partnership than it was a servant almost. So they they were then treated like that, and parents loved their children a lot. I said that in all the research that I did, parents valued their children and took care of them. It wasn't something they took lightly to having a child. It was always a good thing, and it they there wasn't really such thing as a broken home unless if like the father or mother died or something like that. They didn't get divorced or anything like that. There was polygamy in the higher nobles. The men were allowed to have multiple wives, but that was about it. So at the end, like the link, I'll put it for the story because I would think that you'd want to read it by yourself. So that's my presentation. I hope that I did it right. Uh, I yeah, I I hope that you could tell that I wrote it, and I actually had a lot of fun writing it too. So yeah, I hope you enjoy.